Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Today we're doing some art. I'm a little bit actually late on the start. Usually I don't leave it on my intro screen that long, but I was having some technical difficulties. Why does this music sound so bumping right now? Maybe it's just this song. I'm gonna turn it down a touch. But yeah, technical difficulties. I've literally been sat at my computer trying to go live for like the last 40 odd minutes because it's been struggling with me today. But I think we've got everything good. In all of my struggle, I forgot to put a title on the stream, so I've like filled one in now. Usually I put a little bit more thought into them, but it'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect. But speaking of doesn't have to be perfect, we're doing some sketching today just to get out some ideas. And usually, unless I've done art practice on stream. I don't remember whether that was here or when I was trying out Twitch. But I've done some sketching practice, but I haven't really done any sketches over here. Usually I come to you guys with basically a fully formed idea near enough. And I do basically the outlining and rendering rather than the sketch. But today we're starting from scratch. Let me put some commands up in here if my nightbot is awake. I know I have a command for this one. I don't remember which other ones I have. I spent that little time on my own channel now that I'm confusion. Do we have... We do have a mom command. Submitting homework. Well, it's much more important than being here, so you do that. I just remembered we don't actually have an Alice command, but that's because Alice likes to use choice language, unfortunately. But we're gonna carry on. Why does this look like it's cut off? Because it is. Oh, I love that for me. Why is my display capture moved? We're gonna see some moving around. Maybe if it'll let me move it back. Hello? Actually fit it to the screen. What a mess. What a mess. Is that better? Well, it's better than it was. Anyway. Should probably actually get on with doing something rather than just faffing with more technical things. I'm sure they'll arise as time goes on, but as long as you can hear me, hear the music, and see my screen, then I think we're all good. Or good enough, I should say. Doesn't gotta be perfect. Let's arrange my shenanigans. That'll do. So I have an image with a canvas size 480 by 480 because apparently that's my max on this one. But for the sketch, I'm not really fussy on what size it is because I can always stretch it out because I'm only going to draw over it anyway. Let's grab a colour. Let's go blue today. And we can come in and do some lines. Do we want thick lines? Nah, thin lines is good. And I think first I'm gonna do some hats. So I'm gonna grab, I should have grabbed, well, I have a reference image. But it doesn't stop me from grabbing a few more reference images or just an entire Google page of images. That also works. Because we're going for like the Mario cap thing. So we are gonna come in. I think I want it facing the opposite way from what a lot of these are. But I suppose I can always draw it in the direction a lot of these are shown and then flip it. Which is fine, even though to me it always looks weird, but I think that's because you get used to looking at it a certain way. So if we do the cap, I should stop putting my hands on my face because then I'm covering my mouth, which is not going to help the mic pick me up. But let's see. Put a brim of the hat down here. Of course, it's a bit bulky up here. And this will probably make 0 sense to begin with. As always. You remember I said all things start off life as a bean? I think this is also starting off life as a bean. Because this right here, without the brim, this is a bean. It kind of makes me want to erase the brim, honestly. It's a bean! All things start life as a bean. This is factually accurate information. I don't use a mouse. I used to use a mouse when I was doing these. Like my first couple of art streams, I used purely mouse and keyboard, so they were like a hard struggle. But now I have a drawing tablet and pen, not an iPad though. Because anything that's actually got a physical screen is expensive. This is just a slab of plastic that I draw on and it translates to the screen. Yeah, my brother. I mean, who doesn't want second lunch? Second lunch sounds good to me. Okay, now that I'm done laughing at my bean, this is where the, like, logo is, I guess. Does this look semi-cap-like yet? Probably not. Like, it does and it doesn't. Well, I think for the images that I used in my thumbnail for today, which are all my own, 2 of them were done with mouse and keyboard, and 2 of them were not, and I don't think you could possibly tell which is which. Because when I used mouse and keyboard, I'd spend so much time going over and over lines to make sure that they were smooth. I mean, here's the thing, Alice. I've got this thing when it comes to food and buying food for myself or for other people, and it's not a waste if it's food. If you need food, if your body is telling you you're hungry, then you eat food. It's not a waste. Like, I understand that there are some people where their bodies tell them, like, look, I need food, and they might not necessarily need it, they just want it. But honestly, I think there are bigger evils than wanting a bit of chocolate that you probably don't need. Better spend my money on some food than, I don't know, some other questionable things that you could spend money on. I'm not entirely sure I like this, but I'm gonna do like a couple of different angles and shapes. So if I do like a forward facing type deal, it's probably gonna take up more of the space. Could get away with something a little bit more rounded, maybe. Always terrible at this top corner. Them right-handed struggles. Although I suppose it's not as bad as left-handed struggles, because most things are just generally made for right-handed people. And then we do the circle, the B, which is probably as simple as that's gonna get. It stresses me out. Honestly, if it was me, I'd see that very much as a not my problem kind of thing. Even if it was my brother, I'd be like, cool. He was hungry, just leave him to his business. Although I suppose my brother is also a grown man. Although a grown man with mental disability, but honestly, I tend to still leave him to his business. He still has like he still knows if he's hungry or not. Like, I can trust him to decide that for himself. We can do the more cartoon style. Exaggerated. Where all things still start life as a bean. So here's the bean. And then the brim is like its own separate bean. And then this would be your logo situation. I don't know why I emphasize that so much, but it is what it is. We're getting out a few options in here. Is there any other shape options that I don't mind? I mean, I suppose I could draw out literally the one. Then again, I suppose the one that Bobby sent me is basically like this. It's just got an extra brim at the bottom and some weird seam lines with a little dot up here. By the look of it, which is odd. But I don't want those. A bean, it's always, everything starts life as a bean. Like, if you're going to draw a person, even a person starts life as a bean. Because before you do any of the extremities, their body, your body, is a bean. Because you've got, like, your torso situation, you've got, like, your waist in here somewhere, and then you've got, like, your pelvic scenario before you put, like, legs on something. Tell me this is not a bean. Everything starts life as a bean. I don't know what you want to draw. You want to draw a horse? You've got like your front leg joint and you've got your back leg joint, but when you join them together, because they've got the indip here, it's still a bean. I forgot that I haven't transferred my my bot scenario over here. Let me do that right now. Options. Can I open 2 tabs with Nightbot logged into separate accounts? Probably not. But we're gonna try it anyway. This one. Allow. Because that's not actually a YouTube account. I need the admin from this one to go into this options and copy and paste all of this nonsense. Whoa, no, I don't need to scroll that far down the go the other way. I'm glad I can do this without the blacklist words being on screen, because I literally just scrolled past some real profanity. Sure. That should fix it. Yeah, I have no mods here. Moderation does not exist here. It's the wild west in my chat, basically. I've just realised I don't have any background for the chat on this. Yikes. So I'm just gonna hide it for now. Some things it works for and some things it doesn't. This is not one of those things. We do love a little bit of chaos. Hi Rachel. Like, I don't think I've ever done a stream that isn't at least an iota chaotic. So if we've got those for our Mario hats, let's do... What else did we want? Some little... Oh, let's not do that. Some little caricature type deals. Because I was gonna do... I started doing some like little blob emotes, which I won't share with you because I actually did them pencil and paper, and just in the middle of the night one night I was there like, I've got this brain blast idea. But I think we decided against that one and decided more like Soy's art stuff that I did. So little Animal Crossing characters, which is essentially all I do. Hi Mushland. My room is cleaned and it looks spiffy. It's actually clean. I wonder how Jack is doing. Wow. People still ask me about Jack, ironically enough. And I'm like, why does everybody assume I know something? But I suppose it's not an unfair assumption. Okay, so let's do maybe some little characters. So he's, in fact, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add image. Not this one. One of these ones. Take a clear one. You can copy from your own artwork, right? That's allowed. So if I just take like a sketch of the head on this, just cause. Whoops. To be fair, usually it will depend on what it is I'm doing, because these are just for ideas. I'll take like a reference sketch type deal and I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. Whereas usually, unless I'm doing like a set of emotes and they're all supposed to be like super similar, I won't even steal from my own stuff. Who's that handsome character? Not entirely sure, if I'm honest. In fact, undo that for a second, because I didn't even bother to steal the eyebrows and shenanigans that's going on here. That'll do. Oh no, I've drawn those on top of this image. You know what? He can live without eyebrows, because he's going to get different facial expressions anyway. And then I think if I do an Animal Crossing character, I can also add in do we add in from my own my own unseen piece of work that is yet to be finished? I think taking from a soy one would probably be best, because he is literally just a floating embodied head, disembodied head. No, that's not what I was trying to do. Hi, Jelly. And just for a head shape, this will definitely do. Obviously, for BuBubbi's actual character in Animal Crossing, he's got the beard. Or do I have to go over to Discord to literally find like a screenshot? I probably do. Nope, those are Pee-wee, which doesn't help me. A forward-facing picture of an Animal Crossing character. I mean, I could go onto a stream and grab it off of a screenshot. There we go. That's a good one. Okay, so he does have the square nose, which is even better. The beard basically comes right up to the nose. It does have a little bit of shape around the eyes. Doesn't quite hit the ears, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's actually just got like a big mustache for like the whole mouth. You've got some kind of a little bit more squared off eyes. Not fully rounded. Obviously looking to one side, as do all Animal Crossing characters, apart from when you're pulling like certain reactions, doing certain reactions. And the start of some idea of hairline. Obviously not a straight hairline, but still. I could do some. I need channel art. I mean, I'll do some channel art for you, Jelly, but I think as most people are aware, mine don't come for free. But I'd like to think my price isn't unreasonable. Although I don't generally discuss pricing on streams. That tends to be like a private discussion. Because here's the thing, like, if somebody is a big channel and I don't know who they are and they're harder work and I have to put in more time and effort and resources and have to do research on what they are and what would work for them, and they're not having very much input with me and they make my life difficult, I am more likely to charge them more. Whereas if somebody comes to me with ideas, or it's a channel I know and I've got some ideas and I'm like, well, this is an idea, and they're like, yeah, do it, I love it, I do it, they love it, and they're easier to work with, I'll be there like, okay, you can get the flat rate if you're going to be difficult. Not that I think that you'd be difficult, but if people are difficult, I tend to charge them a little bit more. And I call that for my time. And that's for my mental health and sanity. You also wear those big round glasses as well. So maybe we should put the glasses on. Although I think this is going to look weird. And then the hair is like the spiky, messy one. So let's give you some spikes. Well, this is what it usually is anyway. I might not keep it fully true to the actual Animal Crossing character. We'll see. That's basically what the hair looks like. Obviously without any shading or anything to give it more definition. That's about as close as it's going to get. Why? Looks like a little old man. It really does look like a little old man. Although I suppose that's kind of the point, isn't it? Does it look like a little old man? Let's give the beard a little bit more shape. Because it's a little messier than just a straight edge. Here is what I think your Animal Crossing character is like. You know, little old man, semi-offensive, but I don't think it'd be right any other way. Need to find a way to, yeah, I mean, I use a business PayPal account so that obviously it doesn't share my email or my name or anything with the people that I deal with. And I set that up for YouTube anyway, with the Streamlabs tip service. Like, that's what I did it for originally, and then I was like, I might as well use this for this as well. Dual purpose. I feel like this whole thing needs to be moved up. Just grab the whole layer and move it up, because I've drawn you really low down. Although I suppose we could put a hat on it. He looks stunned. And I suppose even though the Animal Crossing character with the beard on doesn't have a mouth, we can still give it a mouth for like a shocked expression without the eyes. Would be like, oh. I think I like this better than doing another one of these. Although we could mix and match. Hi, Andrew. And get an actual job. I actually had a lovely call from, well, not from my work, but related to work today, where I had to sit and explain to an occupational health therapist about my health problems, which I honestly hate it. do not enjoy at all. Like, if somebody enjoys going, yeah, so these are all of the problems, I do not relate to that situation at all. Okay. Shall we define these a little bit more? Maybe with a red. We could go in a little bit more cereal. And by cereal, I mean serious. We're not moidering people here. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll use my inking pen and then regret that decision. No, I won't. I really, really won't. I don't know where to start now. Where do you start a line? Okay, so there's my bean. Bean looking good. I'm not so sure about the brim because I kind of want it to have the ripple, but then also I don't know if it looks silly. We can do the circle. If we do just like a... Does it look better without the ripple in the middle? Does it look better just as a rounded... Maybe. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on a separate layer. I'm going to have one that's... Okay, that line went a bit wild. Yeah, we don't like this one. We'll have one that's rounded. And then we can hide the rounded one and we can do a ripple. Although it doesn't seem to want me to ripple. My wrist is like, no, don't make me do it. Don't make me. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. I'm actually gonna just stack them all into a group if it'll let me. Go in your folder. Behave. Come on. Can't be doing me like that already. Then we can hide this one and unhide another one. And I'm gonna start with the folder before it's even, before we've even begun, so that I don't have to deal with that again. It'd be better this time. And this one's gonna be easier because it's easier shapes. Has my music already died? What's going on? Why can I not hear anything? It hasn't died, it's just got a long pause at the end of that song for dramatic effect, apparently. Oh, I'm doing all of the wrong things now. Hasn't been that long. It's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Which is not too bad. I've done longer stints than that. Did a couple of months when I went back to work, so I feel like it hasn't been that long. Absolutely nothing about this. I don't like doing it in that direction. Let's rotate and try again. Much better. Just a general more comfortable position for me to make that shape in. Maybe we do the brim last. I suppose we could get a more circular shape out of this. Why did that not ping for me? have any name ideas for a bluebird? Jay? Like a blue jay? I don't know. You're basically asking me to play like the word association games, and I'm always gonna go like incredibly simple-minded. Why? Let's up this then. I literally thought that too. I mean, if you want to go more complicated, what I suggest you do is actually Google like the ridiculous like paint color names, because you'll find like there'll be some like Dulux paint chart somewhere with some ridiculous name on it to give you this blue bird, the most ostentatious name anybody has ever heard of in their life. That's what I suggest. It's 100% something I would do. That is better. What do we... No, I kind of like it more... the more puffy, beefy version that we've got. But it's coming up oval right now. That's better. I think Strong Mom would have a go at my levels. Oh dear. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap. Are we going to have the same dilemma with this version as I did with the other one? Probably. So let's do our rounded version and then hide that and do... I'm sure one day Jason is just going to be like, you know what, Sarah? I am absolutely unequivocally tired of your nonsense. Do you mind not gently bullying me any longer, because it doesn't feel so gentle? That's 100% what I expect one day. Because as a general rule, it tends to be people either they get used to the, I don't know what you call it, like the ribbing, or is that, it's probably a rude word, isn't it? Like a, no, it's not. That's okay. I had to Google it. I was there like, did I just say something? Because it's not bullying, not really. Because it's meant in a friendly way, like in a sense of humor. But no, I don't want these. Not quite like this. I mean, I could, but I don't have to connect them perfectly. Like, I haven't even connected this one over here. Like, I could. That, and when I actually like these are still the sketches. When I come to do the actual layers, it'll be on a separate layer and it'll probably be with an inking pen. So let's say we do a Luigi hat and we grab like a probably slightly darker green for the outline. And I'd probably come in pretty strong. Oh, much thicker line than that though. Because this is going to be a small image. So yeah, these are not like the final outlines. It's just going from my messy chicken scratch nonsense to something a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, palatable is the word I'd use. I prefer the rounded brim on this one, personally. Although it does give it more shape to do it this way. 3 more wonderful balls for him. Hi, Abram. So we do this one. And I'm over here. Let's grab my red back. I suppose it just feels more the correct thing to do, being as they're like the Mario hats, to be doing the outlining in red rather than the blue where I did the sketch. I actually like the shape that I put down here initially. I know technically you shouldn't ask for moderator. I was offering to take my niece to McDonald's 3 times. I mean, I believe personally that the first rule of becoming a moderator is to never ask for moderator. That, and honestly, even at however many subscribers and the amount of people that turn up, I don't have any moderators. I have myself and a Nightbot that, you know, does stuff but doesn't do too much. If I'm honest, it doesn't have much work to do. Like, it's got some blacklist words and it's got some spam protection, but nothing crazy. It's mainly for the commands. But I don't know. I don't know that I'm even tempted to have a moderator anytime soon, if I'm honest. My smartwatch is telling me to stand up. But the answer there is no. Yeah, there isn't much to do right now. I haven't had a need for it yet. Even with all of the like bot issues and what have you, I don't have a need for it. Mine says breathe. Yeah, mine, I think it's if it registers that I'm sat stationary for an hour, it'll buzz to tell me to stretch, basically. It wants me to either stand up or stretch, so we'll give it a good stretch. and call that good. Why are these... There we go. I was going to say, why are these lines not fixing themselves? What did this one's brim look like from the reference? Oh, nothing like this. Okay. Maybe we try it their way first. Actually, their way is better. I'll concede this one. Of course it is, Jason. Because I'm gonna be needing some membership badges and some shenanigans. So I thought that this is the way it should go. Or at least we should put out some ideas. So let's hide. Where's the sketch layer on that one? I prefer the rounded brim on this one. And that's an empty thing. That one, bring this one back out. I don't think I like either of the brims on this situation, actually. Okay. I mean, at least the filters are working to a certain extent, because it holding messages for review. And I'm there like, this works. Okay, so if this is roughly how wide the brim is going to be, how do we make it have an in-between? How we do? I mean, I suppose we could go more. No, because it's like a downwards angle. I was like, we maybe could do more 3D, but it's a downwards angle, so it'd make no sense to do like an underside. I don't think. I keep going to click on my chat with the pen rather than with the mouse. This one much better. And we'll keep that one for now. The Troll Castle rank, you get to have a little fun. I mean, with my Troll Castle rank, I also get to have a little fun, even though it is sometimes at your expense. And now Jason is going to be like, what? What do you mean? I think I'm actually going to entirely scrap this one because I much prefer this. Oh. Okay then, strong mom. Good luck with that and have fun. I'm sure I'll see you later. But take care for now. Let's see about these outlines. Actually, I know what I could do is I could duplicate this and then mirror it from the side. Or in fact, I know what I should do. Take this, maybe move you to the right slightly. Some of this is going to be a bit on the symmetrical side. something a little more like this for the beard. Doing it not so rounded looks a bit tired. Put them ears in. Got nothing to do on my island today. While this museum is being built. Your back won't get angry at you. Honestly, I feel that on a personal level. Because I too have a back that gets incredibly mad at me when I do nothing. Although all I want to do recently is nothing. So enjoy your time out. Hopefully regardless of what you're doing, you enjoy it. Why do the ears look so weird? They look better lower down, but they really shouldn't. No. Oh, my center of symmetry is shifted. No. Oh dear. Should be around there. In fact, maybe I should move it up here to somewhere where I'm not going to draw. Silly me. That's a bit better. We can do some eyes. Actually, I know what we can do. Obviously, slam down a circle for them glasses. Trying to figure out the positioning that I want for them. I don't want them to touch the beard, I don't think, or the hairline. I think there might be a little bit better. Although they're not framing the eyes particularly well. Maybe I should do the eyes first, honestly. Although they're not going to be very symmetrical. Give him literally square eyes, like he's been sat at a monitor all day. No, I should stop faffing. Although I should do like a rough head outline situation. Just so I know where to bring all of these lines into. Although, I'll tell you what I can do symmetrically is like these two down here. It's just so I know that that one's like, I can hide this one. Need a little bit more help on this one, apparently, because I feel like it's not actually adjusting it. Maybe I'll put it all the way up to the top and see what happens. Hello? Because I know that is a wonky line, but it's not fixing it. Like this is fine. I don't know. These eyes may remain a mystery to me. Because they're like the squared off ones. Like, they're kind of square, but then they're also kind of not. I don't know how to draw these eyes. Ay. Let me... Technically, all I have to get right is one. Get one right to a point where... Well, I say right to a point where I'm happy with it. No. This one feels too square. Whoa. Something like this. Something like this. Hi, baby. Can you guess? Can you guess who it is? Okay, now I've got like a general position of the eyes. We can put these glasses circle back on here. Once I'm on the right mode, that might help. Santa Claus, yeah, something like that. I think somebody old and grey also. He's gonna chime in the chat and be like, hey, I didn't sign up for this. There. He'll love it. I mean, to be fair, he does have a say in the matter, but not by much. Not by much. What do the round glasses actually look like? I don't like the middle of them, but that's okay. We're not here for the things I like. And we can do like the sides. Which are really just like little nubbins. Which apparently this doesn't want to help me with. Hello? Will you work then? What are you doing? This thing is asleep today. It's like this line is not big enough to warrant me even attempting a fix. Thanks, I hate it. I'm noticing that this isn't a straight line either. Silly things. Oh, this is a new one. Thanks for contributing to the bot spam hide list. Let's just go and put that in there right now. And you've also contributed a word that I can duplicate. Which is even better. Realizing that the circles have to be like doubled up. This is going to be interesting. Might mean that I scale down the eyes a little. Realizing that that's dragging them in together. Thanks, I hate it. You know what? It can just live like that for now. Put some hair on it. Put this back on, even though it's not doing its job properly. I pray that it will figure itself out and do its gosh darn job. Apparently the answer to that is no, it will not. Oh, no, we don't do this one. Not today. Put it in Bubby art, obviously. We're not doing Lollywalk today. Realising that you guys haven't seen Lollywalk yet, and that was like a whole... What do we save it as? Member stuff. Member stuff? Doodle-doo, doodle-doo-doo. Why is this not doing anything today? I do not understand. I just punched my mic. I bet that sounded fantastic. Nope. Oh dear. Now you fix them when I'm like sort of over the fact that you're not going to. Now you start. Honestly. Honestly. This thing has a worse work ethic than me. Jeez. just redoing the same line 100 times, like, I don't know why. It's not an important line, not really, but we'll redo it like half a dozen times till I'm like, yeah, that feels right. This little spike here feels like it's not the right shape. Let's go back to this one. And go between the lines for the head shape. In fact, no, let's slim it inwards a bit. Let's turn you like basically upside down. Try to do as little turning in weird directions as possibly can get away with. Just purely because, honestly, I think it's harder to watch. Personally, anyway, I find it harder to watch. Put a bit more of a curve on this. There we go. Maybe that's a bit too curvy of a line. What am I doing? I have no idea anymore. We lost the plot here long ago. Okay, and then the other bit that we need are the eyes, and I'm gonna do the circles. Do they cut in? They do. Probably not that much though. Probably more like here. And what we do is we grab this like this. Copy and paste it and just drag it. over here. Probably get away with erasing the edges of this. Still need to do these parts of the glasses that I couldn't get to a point where I was like, yeah, that'll do. Something like that. It'll do for now. And then I go, I'll hide this layer. It's a BuBubbi! It's not like pristine, but for like a baseline layer, it'll definitely do the job. Yep, those are the only two layers that I'm like not 100% sold on. Okay. I mean, we could put one of the hats on top of it. That's actually pretty funny. No, this one doesn't suit him. I suppose because it's at a different angle. Which one's the front facing one? Is it this one? Yeah. It's gonna sit too far like up his head though because of the angle of it. Never mind, it was a nice idea while it lasted. Okay, so we've got a base for the face. We've got a base for some hats. But now for the face, we need to do some emotions. Need to give it some feelings. Did we agree on A logo face with some text. No, we're not doing that. We did send some ideas. What have they got? Like, hype is in all of them. So, like an excited one. How do we show hype? And the Mario hats are going to be for something separate. So I'm not too fussy on the text. I'm more thinking, what face do you give something for hype? Do we make him dab? Let's go back to my blue, because this is going to be sketchy. Sketchy in every single way. Give him like some little diddy arms that are like throwing across himself, and one coming out from like under here. And then like close his eyes. No, I don't think he's gonna dab. As funny as that is, I don't think it's gonna work. So all of the hype ones he sent me are like the open mouth smiley face variety. So maybe we do like these eyes do have like some weird eyebrow situations. So maybe we raise the eyebrow situations, because they'd be underneath the glasses. But maybe we do... I mean, this looks more like a shocked face right now. I mean, I did say we probably end up doing a shocked face, because this just lends itself to it. Okay, so let's just... One's gonna be probably shocked, and it's gonna have like no iris type deal. Can we get a laugh out of this positioning? Can we do like some... I don't know, some arms up in the air covering things that aren't very important. So here are some like Animal Crossing arms. Like this would be like the text. So if this is like the... I literally had to look over to check how you spell hype. And Why is this Y such nonsense? And then have like some confetti stuff going on. Is like a standard one. So that's an idea. What other ones did he send for reference? There's a couple of like Angie ones in here. Well, not Angie so much. Electrified. Like the frustration thing, so when they've got like this. Maybe we could do some Angie eyes. Rooster. Hi, Alsadig. Welcome in. We all sus here, honestly. Maybe some like gritting teeth situation in here. Like a red veil comes over him. I know it's kind of hard to pick up from what I'm drawing down. I've got like a general idea. We could do... we do a sad one? And do like a... this would be like a closed eye situation. So maybe do some like eyelids. And then do like some teardrops flying out of here. This teardrop went very wrong, but that's okay. Doesn't gotta be perfect. With some arms reaching up. To cry like boo-hoo. He needs his rooster hair. Yeah, give him his mohawk he's got at the moment. I'm just slowly fading down his head. So if we've got sad boy, angry boy, hype boy, shock boy, that's 4. How many did you want? 6. So we can do another 2. We do... I don't know. Could do like the soy one, the hearts in the eyes situation. Oh, look! Give him an uwu mouse. It doesn't look right on it, honestly. Any which what way I put it, it doesn't look right. Although, I think the heart ones that look better are generally the ones where they're like grasping it. So we could do like a hugging the heart type deal. This heart is awfully drawn, but you know, it is what it is. In fact, you know what, I'm gonna delete that whole layer and try again. Try again. Let's say maybe his eyes are peeking out over it. So do like all the way up to here. Doesn't gotta be like a full-sized heart. Just enough to get the point across. And then some hands. And just enough to give the impression of arms. Like this. With some like crumples, like it's a cushion or something. Okay, so that's a possibility. I prefer that possibility to this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm probably going to do more than 6 ideas if I'm honest. My watch wants me to stand up once more. It's going to do it every hour on the hour and I just know it. In fact, maybe I do just keep this as an idea, even though it's probably not going to end up with that one. What else options did we have? Like a laughing, which is a pretty hard one to get across, if I'm honest. So if we do like a grinning smile in here that isn't like all the way down his chin. Trying to get like the eye closed that isn't like angry looking. Maybe we use the eyebrows to tell you that this isn't an angry situation by turning them upwards. And this would definitely be like a tongue situation. Maybe like a tear in the eyes. I don't like these. Maybe going the other way. Yeah, I prefer them better the other way. Do 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 do. Oh, I've got var, not the. Okay. You can be added to the list. He's teaching all weird stuff. I would never do that. Sure. He also does that thing when he laughs, he lets out like a single ha. So maybe this is one with text just to drive that home. So that's a possibility. What else do we have? Do we do an attempt at Cool Grandad? Where we give him like the shades? And like a thumbs up. Oh dear. Coming in with the ha. How do you draw a thumbs up? That's a great question, Sarah. Like, I don't know, because Animal Crossing characters don't really have hands per se. Like, here's a thumb, and here's a hand, and here's like all your thingies. And then obviously this would be all coloured in. So you can't see the stuff underneath. This would definitely have like an eyebrow moment. There may have been there may have been some comments made during this stream. Yeah, quick, scramble, scatter. He can't catch us all. So that's an option. What other options do we have? Do not rewatch it. He probably will rewatch it. And I'm not sorry. He knows I'm not sorry. That's not gonna be news. That's not gonna be news. What other options have we got? We could do like a waving hello one, which would be like an eyes closed, one-handed kind of affair. In fact, I think for the positioning of this one would be like a high, more like a bi wave, so more like up here. So that's an option. Do I need to rewind? You won't find it. We've been here for some hours now, so good luck. It definitely didn't start when Pee-wee arrived. No, I'm only messing. I started well beforehand. We could make a meme out of this. We could do a like the room is burning behind you and you're just there like, this is fine. But it's all just absolutely a shambles behind you. Just put some fire up here as well. Like the whole place on fire. He's just like, oh, seems alright. It's behind me, isn't it? No, that'd have to be like, I don't know, something really cursed. Like some monster jaw, just... So we got a good wave. One with a mouthful of we need a coffee. Oh my god. How did I not come to this before now? Just like some general oval shape. Some kind of mug. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Like the hand. Actually, no, it doesn't even need the handle technically, because you're gonna have Animal Crossing hands to cover that anyway. And it's like steamy coffee. And then how do we identify it as a coffee? We put a bean on it, obviously. And then in that one, we make him absolutely wired and... Go all wide-eyed. Yep, that seems about right. Honestly, the coffee probably needs to be bigger than that, but it'll do as an idea template for now. What other ones do we need? We've got waving hello, we've got the loved ones, we've got the sad ones, we've got the hype, we got the angy, got the cool, got the laughing. One of the ones you sent me has got like an RIP face. But I don't know about that one. Don't know about that one. He does love his shooting stars. We could do the like praying for the shooting stars. We've got like the two hands together in the middle situation. And this would be like an eyes closed moment, which I can't really do from the base drawing. With like a light eyebrow kind of moment. In fact, you don't even need the eyebrows for that one, but we could do not an angry eyebrow. And then have like the weird Animal Crossing star shape that I definitely cannot draw. Something like this, shooting across. We could definitely do a light bulb. I feel like it'd have to be at an angle though. Do like a screw light bulb. And this would definitely be like an eyebrows up. Maybe open-mouthed kind of moment. Like, ooh, I had an idea. Maybe this is a point. Maybe not a point. Like a... I don't know how to draw what I mean by that. No. It's not gonna work with the like Animal Crossing hand style. Oh yeah, when he steals the best ideas. So that would be light bulb on this side, and then in this corner, like hush hush down here, would be like a bubble with the Discord emoji in it. That kind of looks like a... Because Pee-wee has sent him something with like a notification here. That's like, I don't know, 2 messages from Pee-wee. Yeah, I don't mind the idea one, but I don't think I'll put the Discord logo on that. I don't know that they'd take particularly kindly to that. To me stealing their logo. Let's see what else we got. We already tried the dab and decided that that doesn't work. We could do like a facepalm moment. So if we do like, I don't know, a hand up here over the one eye and the other eye closed. And this arm come from down here somewhere. with the like slap. Just looking generally disappointed. What else could we do? This is the I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Give him some wings as well, so he can protest his innocence. What this wing is. Well, I just can't draw on this side. There we go. Can we recap which suggestions we have by now? We have sort of descended into the silly options where we did start off with legitimate options. But you never know, you might prefer some of the silly options. So in the beginning we have like a shocked face sort of situation. Obviously like the eyes are on the underlayer, so this is just like an idea. We have like a hype, so like arms up, confetti in the air. We have an angry face, which would be like eyelids half closed, some low eyebrows, maybe some like reddening up here, the weird like anger scrunch thing, and some gritted teeth. Maybe like a sad situation, closed eyes, teardrops, you know, hands up like boohoo situation. We've got hugging a heart, offering a heart, whatever you want to call it. Just the basic one that I based toys off of. Like a laughing, crying that you came in for. Oh no, you came in for this one. I don't remember which one you came in for, but either way. That's basically the recap of what we had for this part. But we do have like some hat shape options for the badges. I just decided it was more fun to put detail into this one. In fact, thinking about it, I could probably... No, let's not do that because that's scary to look at. Trying to think of any other ideas we might want for like emotions or things that are going to be potentially portrayed in this. Any options? We've got our facepalm moment. I mean, we can move it and make room for a thought bubble, or the thought bubble can overlap the character. That's fine. These are just ideas right now. We could do like a starstruck situation with the like stars in their eyes. And this would be like another mouth open one, maybe some like hands to go ooh. One hand on the beard. Oh, so you're doing like the reaction from Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing reactions. The thought bubble one. Yeah, because in that one you kind of have like, there's a thought bubble up here, which we can just do a general thought bubble with some, and then you kind of have your hand on your chin for this reaction. Honestly, this thought bubble is kind of meh shape-wise, but yeah, I can't really move the eyes from where they are on the underdrawing. But I suppose look up in the direction of the thought bubble, maybe. Like you're looking at the thought. And this would definitely be an eyebrows up moment as well. Although actually in the Animal Crossing version they look away from the thought bubble, but I prefer looking towards it. I think that looks better. What other actual reactions are there that are of interest for this kind of thing? Welcome back. I suppose you've got the like the singing one, which is also a hands together, like mouth open type deal with some music notes. But I don't imagine actually doing that one. Do a shocked moment and different shocked moment, more like the Animal Crossing one with the like I don't know about that. I don't think it looks right. Like it might do if I put more work into it, but I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Do like a sideways grin for that. What I always call the Marshall reaction, but I don't actually know what it's called. Where you know, you get the stars come out of your hand, where it's like, you can count on me, buddy. Ice cream, donut, or a book? We could. We could. Have him hold something. We could do like I did with the soy one, where you've got like literally a switch right in front of your face, which would be like an eyes looking down situation with a switch. I mean, a book wouldn't be too dissimilar. Do inside pages. With the hands once again, and that would definitely be a looking down situation. Reading this book, I think that would be definitely more of an eyebrows up. We're learning something here. I mean, we could give him an ice cream if you want. We could do like maybe one of these kinds of ice creams, nothing too curly. And then do we make it weird? I don't know, how do you draw a tongue? Like this. Do ice cream in one hand and then donut in the other. actually like the dipped donuts like they have on Animal Crossing. Where it's like got one side that's dipped. Have like a bite taken out of it. Yep, seems about right. This hand is far too small. So we've got some food options. I've just realised on the face palm one on Animal Crossing, where did I put the face palm? Is it this one? They've actually got like this weird star thing that drops. If you have like a like this. Which is an option. I suppose we could also do their version of the light bulb as well, which is like right in the middle, and it's just like a little nubbin. Although theirs has some hand motion with it, so maybe we put in the hands for this one as well. Even though they're not really doing much to contribute. Could have the confusion one as well, which is just like this with a question mark somewhere. Their version of the love heart one is different as well, because it's hands together. With the heart up here. There's the happy flowers, which would be an eyes closed, wide open smile with a bunch of flowers. I know he would definitely appreciate all of the flowers. For sure. Could do a different shock one with the exclamation mark. Which should definitely be like a more of a wide-eyed scenario. Do the like beaming celebration thingy. BuBubbi. With all of the stars. That's definitely an option. Can do that. Sad times. Broken heart dealio. Just doing all of the like Animal Crossing reactions. No, that doesn't work. Thinking maybe we could get away with doing like a clap, but I don't think it's gonna come across as a clap. Maybe if we do it to the side. Animal Crossing's version of excited is the little bun wiggle that they do with the starry situation. think we've got enough options. And my eyes are going dry from staring at the screen because I always forget to blink. We're coming up to 2.5 hours. So before my playlist runs out of music, which has got to be sometime soon. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Four songs left in the playlist. So before we do that, I'm actually gonna call it here. I think we did some decent progress for a couple of hours of work, quite honestly. Right, 2.5 hours. We've got some good bases for some stuff and some ideas for how to turn this basic face into some ideas. Oh, and BuBubbi's still here, which means he can have at least some input in which of the reactions, emotions he prefers. Otherwise I would have just been saying, well, you can go and have a look at them and then tell me which ones you want, but that'll be for another time. So we are gonna call it here, but what I am gonna do, because I know there is at least a certain somebody live right now. Who else we got live? Cool. We are gonna grab this. We're gonna do the mini raid. The ultra super mini raid. And last but not least, thank you for the 10 likes on the stream. Thank you to any new subscribers, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It really helps. Link for the Discord and a couple of other links that you might like to have a look at in the description, including one for my previous catalogue of artworks that I've done. And that'll be it for me for today. Bye bye.